A crime scene expert confirms to the Marikana Commission of Inquiry that police did use rifles and shotguns during its confrontation with striking miners on August 16. And a leading bank shows interest in the litigation involving the Lenasia housing debacle. I'm Richard Brooks. A crime scene expert has confirmed to the Marikana Commission of Inquiry that police did use rifles and shotguns during its confrontation with striking miners on August 16. Warrant Officer Patrick Matame says he processed Scene 1 where 16 people were killed. They were part of 34 miners that died that day. Matame is the fifth senior police officer to testify before the commission in Rustenburg. Matame says he found some bullets and a pistol on the scene.
I just want to take you to other matters. Did you find any bullets anywhere? If so, where?
Yes, Mr. Chair. I found one within the blue shaded area. There was a rifle cartridge lying within the cartridge cases. At the entrance of the kraal, I found a bullet. Within the blue shaded area, I found a bullet as well.
So a total of how many bullets, you say?
2 bullets.
National Assembly Speaker Max Sisulu has decided that the Programme Committee will not schedule the motion of no confidence for debate for now, because of the lack of consensus between the ANC and opposition parties. The multi-party programming committee met this morning to discuss the merits and motivation for the DA-led motion of no confidence proposal, which was countered by the ANC. Sisulu says another forum may be necessary.
Clearly, there is no consensus, and we are not going to reach consensus. Even if we speak for the whole day, there is no consensus. And unfortunately, there is no deadlock-breaking mechanisms in the rules, which we need to consider when we revise the rules. If one of those deadlock-breaking mechanisms were the Speaker, it would have been clearly, set out, but now that's not in the rules.
A leading bank has shown interest in the litigation involving the Lenasia housing debacle. This as the case between the Gauteng Housing Department and the SA Human Rights Commission is expected to resume at the South Gauteng High Court in Johannesburg. The case follows the demolition of about 50 houses in Lenasia, south of Joburg, last week. The department claims that the properties were built on illegally sold government land, earmarked for a state housing project. Edwin Itsidi has more.
Earlier in the week, Gauteng Premier Nomvula Mokonyane implicated the country's banks in the Lenasia land sale saga. Now it has emerged that one of the country's leading bank, known to the SABC, wants to join the case. The HRC's Isaac Mangena says other interested parties also approached them.
Those interested parties are the banks. As you can imagine, they funded some of the developments in that area.
Earlier, lawyers from all affected parties met the Deputy Judge President, Phineas Muchapilu. At the same time, lawyers are meeting on their own, but it's unclear whether they want to settle out of court or not. Edwin Nsidi, SABC News at the South Gauteng High Court, Johannesburg.
Western Cape traffic officials say they are monitoring the situation in a number of rural areas in the province, where farm workers have gathered as part of their ongoing strike action in the agriculture sector. Various road closures have been reported in areas such as Ceres, the Durans and Swellendam. Western Cape Traffic Chief Kenny Africa.
The first one is on the N2, Bontebok, just outside Swellendam. The second closure is just outside Ceres, between Close River and Ceres, at Nduli. And the third one is at the Durans. The N1 at the Durans is still closed for traffic. At this point of time, everything is under control. We've got traffic officers and police officers at these different spots.